Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna turn the lights on so you can actually see what I do to my face. I just got out the shower, just finished work, I'm looking a little frazzled, but it's okay because it's time to get glam. So, the plot of this video is I'm gonna get ready for a ball. I don't know why the front bits of my hair are so short. I have these little pieces out here. Not all that, that's not all short, but these little bits. They're so short, and they actually had split ends. So recently I just went to the ends and I snipped off some of the split ends. So that's why they're looking a little blunt. But I cannot figure out why these pieces have to always come forward, especially like, you can tell they just kind of want to fall forward. It's driving me up the wall, but I'm going to chuck all my hair back for now. We'll deal with it later. I'm going to use my Dyson Airwrap today to curl my hair. I'm very excited about that, and we can do that together if I have time. Otherwise, just imagine a Dyson Airwrap user, me, doing Dysoning. Ta-da. Anyway, that's for later. We're going to do makeup first. I've cleaned my face. I fake tanned last night. I'm actually not that tan right now. I used fake tanner, but I used a shade that I haven't tried before from Saint Tropez. I used the classic shade. It's nice. It's just not dark enough for me. I'm, of a cheerleading background. I like a big tan, and I just feel like the shade classic wasn't the dark enough tan for me. I prefer like Bondi Sands Ultra Dark. That shade is the kind of shade that I go for when I'm fake tanning. So yeah, I feel like this is not dark enough of a tan, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm putting on some foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 32-hour matte cover, 4% niacinamide, full coverage foundation. I'm putting it on this brush. This is a buffing brush from Morphe's collaboration with Makeup by Ariel, and this is the A24 brush. So that's the brush number. I'm going to be grabbing a mirror and I'm going to buff this all over my skin. I do think that this foundation is going to be a good color because I just feel like it always works. If I'm pale, I just use a little bit less bronzer with this foundation. If I'm tan, I use a little bit more. Sorry, I put like the natural light behind, so it's kind of coming in and out. Hopefully I don't become too dark. Is it too much? Should I get rid of it? I feel like you can still get the vibe. I'm gonna leave it. I kind of prefer having the natural light as well because, getting ready in natural light is always going to give you the most realistic look at what your skin is looking like. I was creasing my forehead so much at work today. I was like, and now my forehead is so wrinkly. Guys, I'm going to be honest, I haven't talked about this on my channel yet, but since turning 25, I feel like I'm supposed to be aware of like skincare and like aging. And I know that's such like a thing that's pushed onto women especially, but I'm not living in a bubble. I'm not exempt from society. Of course, I feel the pressure as well to stay wrinkle-free. And I don't know, I've been aware about it, which I wasn't previously aware about it, but now I am. And I think it is because I turned 25 and I was like, oh, that's like a number that I should care about these things at, isn't it? I don't know. I'm putting on a little bit more foundation because I want to take some there and I want to take some down the neck. It's actually a pretty good shade with this fake tan. The fake tan's not that dark, but this foundation isn't even that dark. Like when I'm actually my darkest skin tone, or if I'm like fake tanned, I have to bronze this foundation up anyway. So it's not like it's the most dark shade for my skin tone. It's actually quite wearable, which is why I can get away with it through the winter as well. Because it's just like a bit dark for me in winter, but like still manageable, whereas in summer it's like quite a reasonable shade for me. By the way, if you're wondering what shade I'm yabbering on about, this is the shade 200 with neutral undertones, and I like it. I feel like I still have a decent amount left in the bottle. I can see there's like a line there, so I'm imagining there's maybe like this much left in the tube. Speaking of using up foundations, I've actually used up quite a decent amount of my Maybelline Fit Me skin tint, and I've been mixing it in with other foundations. Is this camera really dirty or is it just me? Anyway, yeah, look, I don't really have that much left. You can kind of tell it's all like coming down. There's just kind of a bit at the bottom there. So I'll probably have that in my next empties video at the end of the year. Exciting. Anyway, let's see how I keep like wrinkling my forehead. I'm so paranoid about it now. Anyway, putting on some concealer under the eyes. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour More Than Concealer, and I wear the shade 326 Vanilla. If you're wondering where my t-shirt is from, it is a new t-shirt that I will haul in my October monthly haul that I am behind on uploading, but as am I behind on my entire channel at this point. Doesn't really matter. But yes, I bought this from Sunbum's online store and I had it shipped to Australia because I wanted it. Anyway, I just think it's a nice yellow color and I like the brand. Oh well. This is a bit of a brightening concealer, but that's fine. I can get away with it. I'll put some powder on top. It is quite bright. Am I from 2016 makeup era? You could probably tell I am, but oh well. Such is life. Just really brightening the inner part of the eye. Dragging this across the lid. I'm using this like foundation brush from Real Techniques. I feel like that's pretty decent. You can still see my under eye bags. I'm sure that someone on TikTok would give me great instructions on how to do my concealer better, but I think I'm just chuggy, guys. I think I'm just outdated like that. Anyway, let's do some powder. I'm going to powder my face with... I'll just do it. I kind of don't want to use a translucent powder. I have this translucent loose setting powder from Nude by Nature, but I kind of want to use this colored one. This one I haven't used very much yet. It's in the shade W1 Light. It's the Natural Mineral Cover Blemish Control Loose Powder Foundation. Yeah, it's brand new. I haven't used it yet, but I kind of want to use it. It's quite yellowy looking, but I'm a yellowy undertone, so maybe I can get away with this. Let me get a brush. I haven't used this brush in ages. It's kind of a bit dusty. It's got some like makeup dust on it. I want to talk about this. I have makeup dust all over my room. My room is just like, that was a lot of coverage. I forgot how much coverage these powders have. It's a powder foundation, but like a loose powder foundation. Well, at least my face will be super coveraged and set. I put it on my eyes first because that's where I want to be the most set with like the least creasing. And as long as I blend it in with the rest of the face, I feel like it's going to be okay. I can't remember what I was talking about already. Sorry, I got distracted. It's a good shade. W1 Light, so it's warm 1 and it's light, so, you know, doesn't look too contrasting with my skin tone. I feel like my under eyes look not too redonkulous. I'm actually quite happy with the way this looks. Satisfied. I really like these Nude by Nature loose powder kind of foundations. The one that I had previously, I obviously have panned, so that's why I've got a new one out. There is powder all over me though, but it's powder that gives full coverage. And I really like the yellow undertone for my skin tone. I really rate this. I really think also that that is too bright. I'm not going to change it. I really like the natural light. If you were here in this room, you would see that the lighting is good for me. Should I start filming videos from a different angle so that you can see me better? Let me know. Anyway, I'm happy with the way that base is. I'm pretty set. Foundation, concealer, powder, all done. Let's do some bronzer. Now I'm going to be using the KKW Beauty palette, which they no longer make. This is the powder contour and highlight kit in the shade medium. They don't make this anymore because Kim has rebranded her brand. And ooh, that was a really unflattering angle. Look at this. Anyway, okay. I'm going to use bronzer and contour. I'm going to use a separate brush for each so that I can be more precise. So I just accidentally pulled 2 brushes out of my drawer and I think it's going to work. So I'm going to take bronzer over most of the face and just warming up the parameters pretty loosely. I'm not going to be in specific areas. I'm taking this up here as well. This is a multitasking brush from Real Techniques, if you're wondering. I've been thinking about getting new brushes recently just because my old brushes I've had these brushes for almost 10 years now, and they're really well loved, but they're just very worn, and I've done so many things with them. I wear a lot of makeup. I wash them roughly. I do take all right care of them. Like, I use just shampoo, and I clean them pretty frequently, but I use hot water sometimes when I'm washing my brushes, which isn't great for the bristles, and they're just very well loved. And so I've been thinking about retiring my Real Techniques brushes, but I'm not sure what I would replace them with. I was thinking of getting maybe some like bougier brushes and investing, but also I'm not sure if I want to do that, or if I should just keep going with the Real Techniques for a little longer. I don't know. I've just been considering it recently. If you have any brush recommendations, let me know, because I am interested. There we go. Parameters of the face all done. And I'm just using this contour brush just to chisel out the cheekbones a little further, just to add extra depth there. I'm just seeing, does this look too different to my skin tone? I mean, if it does, I'll just bronze my chest once I pop my dress on tonight. But yes, I'm going to a ball tonight. I'm excited about it. My friend is hosting it, so that's always exciting. Love supporting my friends. And hopefully it is an amazing night. I actually have zero doubt that it's going to be a wonderful night, because my friend's hosting it and she is a very good organizer. So I have full faith in her that I will have a wonderful time. And I'm seeing some of my other friends at this event as well, so that will be quite nice. For once, my work week finishes on a Friday. So today is Friday, if you're watching from the future. It's Friday where I am. And what's really exciting about this particular Friday is usually I don't have a weekend off. Like, usually I work through the weekend. And it's been the case for the past couple of weeks, which is not an issue. It's just kind of the nature of a rotating roster. However, I am not working this weekend, which means this Friday is also my Friday. So I'm going to have a weekend like normal people have and see my friends over the weekend, which is very exciting for me. I'm just using that nose contour brush from Morphe that I love, the E62. I just contoured down the sides of my nose, and then I'm going to blend it just a bit with a big powder brush. And the nose contour product that I used is just the Cool Tone from the KKW Beauty palette. Anyway, yeah. Very excited to have a normal weekend. I'm going to see my friends. I'm going to have friends over. I'm going to go out and see my friends. I'm going to celebrate my friends. It's going to be wonderful. So really looking forward to that. I'm pretty happy with the way that the nose contour looks. It looks a bit harsh, but it's a glam event and I'm a bit of a cakey gal, so it's acceptable for me. Yeah, it's fine. I'm now going to do some, I guess, highlighting and blush. Let me get some blush. I kind of want to use Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, so I'm going to. This is just the Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow blusher. It's just, you know, the classic Pillow Talk blush. If I can even open it. Here we go. Just the regular one that looks like that. Where's a blush brush? I'm just going to use this brush. Pillow Talk is a little light on me, but I just feel like something neutral, and this is quite neutral. I often go for a peachy pink, but because my hair is so pink, I feel like I should do a slightly more neutral cheek to tone it down a little bit, potentially. My dress is also very, like, neutral as well, just like shimmer. It's a shimmery dress that you've seen me wear before, and I will post pictures of this event on Instagram if you want to see the full outfit. But yeah, pretty cohesive. I'm going to do some eyes now. I'm going to be using the Naked palette. I was gifted this for my birthday from my friend Sarah. Thank you so much, Sarah. I love this. It's funny, Sarah and I have very different eyeshadow tastes. She always prefers a cooler tone eye. I always prefer a warmer tone eye. Just like, I think that it probably works with our undertones of our skin tones and stuff. But it is very funny that I gifted her previously a palette that I'd found too cool tone for myself. and she has now gifted me a palette that she finds too warm toned for herself. So I do think that's funny. I'm just going to take some random shades and mix what I feel like. So I'm going to go in with Chaser, just to kind of set the lid with a tone. I feel like there are so many palettes these days that Naked palettes no longer stand out the way that they used to. However, there's something about the original Naked palette that is so classic. It's such like an OG icon of a palette. And so I kind of feel like I'm just going in with He Devil now. I'm just kind of feeling like the re-release of the original Naked is quite genius, because the people that own the original one, well, that would be off by now, even though, let's be real, who's really considering their eyeshadow expired? My eyeshadow palettes will expire when I tell them they can. But yeah, I just thought that was a genius re-release, because so many people haven't got it now because they've decluttered it, or it's gone off, or they haven't even tried it yet because so many people are younger that are getting into makeup these days. That the original Naked didn't even exist when they were getting into it. If you're like, I don't know, a teenager or something, or didn't have the finances to get the original Naked palette when it first came out, I felt like that was a genius re-release. And I heard that it was limited, which I felt like it shouldn't be. I feel like it should be permanent because it's just such an iconic palette. I also saw that those Ulta minis came out, where the Naked palette is one of the minis that you can get in those little Ulta mini brands balls, and I'm so jealous of the Americans that can get those Ulta balls, because I really want the Naked palette as a mini. I just think that'd be really cute, even though I don't own the full size OG Naked palette. Even just having the mini, I feel like it's iconic. I'm just blending He Devil into the crease, and I'm really blending. The brush that I love the most is this one from Real Techniques. This one is called the Base Shadow Brush, and I really would like a dupe. So if you have any recommendations of a dupe of the Base Shadow Brush, I'm interested. I'm just holding this up because the clouds are coming out behind me. Did you see that? The weather is wild and changing its mind. You could alternatively say that the weather is labile. I'm now going into Un Fuego from the palette, mixed with Cyan. Just because more light is coming from that side of the room, that's why I'm holding my hand up to create like a bit of a shield against the raw light coming in. That way I'm only getting light from in front of me, from the very even lighting of the Hollywood mirror, because I have one of those mirrors, as you may know, with all the lights like all the way around it. I feel like that's pretty decent. I'm now going in with shimmers, so I'm going to use whatever. Should I use all 5 shimmers from the palette? I feel like, why not? I'm going to use a little bit of Ashes just before I go in with the shimmers, just to deepen it up a little further, because I think I might need a little bit more depth, just because it is a glamorous event tonight and I would like to feel glam. The theme is Hollywood, I believe, so, you know, probably good to go in with the darker shade, just to darken the outer crease a bit. So when you go out, you have less control, and so it's better for like blending and fluffing. However, I'm often working quite close, because then I have a bit more control, I feel. I have a more precise use of the bristles. But I feel like all the pros blend from out here, and they have a very light touch. I'm just not those pros, you know. I'm smoking it out quite a decent bit, because I'm not afraid. I was not born to be subtle, you know. Demure is not who I am. The lighting is looking weird, but it's fine. Okay, now I'm going in with the last shade of the palette. This is Ember, if you're keeping up. I went in with the mattes. I'm going in with the shimmers. So I'm going in with the Ember first, which is the last shade of the palette, and I'm just taking that in the outer corner. Going to blend it in, and it's going to cover up any mistakes I may have made. Haha. Nice. That blended in quite nicely. Now I'm going in with a different brush, just because I don't want it to get too dirty on that brush. I'm going to use this one. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to go in with a combination of Scorched and Dirty Talk. There's Scorched. I'm going to take that on this eye as well. I'm getting quite a bit of fallout, but it's okay because I'm going to swoosh it off later. And then Dirty Talk. And I'm just going to ombre the shimmers over the top of the mattes. But because I have the mattes as a base, the shimmers don't have to be perfect because the mattes have kind of created that gradient popping out from the top of them. Now I'm going with Lumber. And this is probably one of my favorite shades from the palette because it's got that peachy shade with the golden shimmer through it, which is really pretty. So I'll definitely be coming back to that one, but I'm going to take that right to the front of the eye. And yes, there's fallout everywhere. So yeah, I've taken Ember, Scorched, Dirty Talk, Lumber. Lumber's right in the front there. No issues with the fallout staying on my face. Flicked off very nicely. No worries. Now that my eyes look like this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the dirty brushes. I'm just going to rub them underneath my eyes. So I'm taking, this is the brush that I used, the base shadow brush for blending most of it. I'm taking that to about 1/3 in. Just to create some shadow underneath to mirror what's going on top. And then I'm going to take this shimmer brush and just put that in the center. That way it kind of blends into a little bit more of a warmer tone. I just want to warm up the outer corners. So I'm just going to take these two shades here. I'm going to take Sourced and Low Blow. So they're these two matte shades here. I'm just going to combine them on the base shadow brush that I used on most of the eye. I'm just going to take that through the outer third just to warm up that area and kind of give it a little bit of blend. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And now I'm going back in with the brush that I used with all the shimmers on it and take that back in the center again. I'm going to clean that up a little bit just with the brush that I used to set the face with. Might even take a little bit of that powder on the brush just to really tidy up, especially on this eye. Because I feel like there's a slight amount of creasing at the front here. There we go. Quite happy with the way that that looks. If the lighting will permit, I'd love to show you. Is it the tidiest? No. Am I stressed about it? No, because I'm going to put highlighter to clean that up as well on both sides. But that's fine for now. Yeah, that's pretty much that for the eyes. Let's do a bit of inner corner highlight and I'll call it a day. So for inner corner highlight, I'm just going to grab this brush. This is from Makeup by Ariel's collaboration with Morphe again. And this is the A19. I'm just going to grab this side and dip it into the shade Ounce, which is this kind of pearlescent shade at the front here. I'm just going to pop that in the front of the eye and blend that to meet with the shimmer. It's not as intense of an inner corner highlight as some inner corner highlights I've used previously, so I might later on take another highlighter on top if I feel like it, but this just provides a brightness. It's not really like bram shimmery, but it's just like a brightening kind of shade. This will also be really pretty down the center of the nose, actually, so I'm going to do that. I love using this flat side of the brush and just tracing down the center of the nose. Like that. That's so good. Okay, I'm very happy with the way that that looks now, so I'm just going to kind of blend that a little bit by wiggling the brush up and down, just to kind of buff it a bit. Yeah, there. What is next? I'm going to do highlight. I'm going to go into the KKW palette, and I'm going to grab a combination of both shades, because honestly, I love a warm tone, but I don't want to be too yellowy today with the highlight, just because the dress is like, I don't know, I don't want to be too golden. I don't know, in my head it makes sense, so I'll do that because my head told me to. So I'm just going to combine those and pop that on the cheekbone, and it's quite gorgeous. Like, you can see that has some definite shine. And yes, it's a more dramatic look. Okay, I know, but I'm going to a ball and I'd like to be dramatic. I was wearing no makeup all day, all week, you know. It's my time to shine. Just taking a bit of that dirty base shadow brush just to bring this down a little bit there. And then cleaning that up again with some highlighter. Also, on the note of highlight, I'm going to take that a little bit on the forehead just for a little bit of glow. I find this layers really nicely where it doesn't always look like sheen and catch onto all the like texture on the face. I feel like it works out quite well. I'm just going to buff over that whole general area with a little bit of powder, just to make sure they're all blending into each other. And I feel like I almost want a bit of shimmer on the center of the eye. It's not enough. I want something a little bit textured, almost like chunky. This is a bit too gold for what I want, but maybe it's a bit gold. I think I want something a bit more champagne. What would be the perfect color? Something slightly more champagne. I wish there was a light shimmery shade in this palette that would really do me nicely. There isn't. Give me a second, I'm just looking at different eyeshadows. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this moment. I think I'm going to use this shade from JLo. This is ancient little pigment here. This is from JLo's collaboration with Inglot. It's in the shade J409, and it's in the shade Cosmic Glow. I think that's what I need. I have a couple of these little pigment pots from JLo's collaboration with Inglot. Actually, maybe I want another one of them. I've got Blazing Rose here or Silver Dollar. I might go for Blazing Rose. Just because my hair is pink and it's a little bit less bronze. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone but me, but yeah, that's really pretty. And it's got that chunky aspect that I'm looking for. Okay, let me find a brush that is appropriate for this. And a bit of setting spray. For this, I'm just going to use my e.l.f. setting spray, because really I just need to wet my brush. It doesn't have to be precisely the most long-lasting, because I'm sure it will last once I set my entire face. Yeah, that was exactly what I needed. Just gonna stick my finger into that, see if I can pick up some pigment and pat that on. Ooh, I actually have a pigment picking up kind of tool, this little silicone tool here. I'm going to dip that in and see how that goes. That looks nice. It's picked it up quite nicely. Quite satisfied with the way that looks. It's got a little bit of like a chunky shimmery aspect, which will tie in nicely with my dress, I believe. Because I didn't want it to blend out and be like a highlighter or just a shimmer. I wanted a little glittery chunk aspect, and that has really done what I wanted it to. I'm quite stoked, actually. I'm going to take the wet brush again, just putting a little bit on the base there of the mobile crease, just creating some intensity there, and then packing all over the entire mobile lid there, and then blending upwards from there with the little spatula tool. Just working it up bit by bit, layering it, creates this like kind of chunky, almost glittery effect without making it too chunky or using real glitter. And I do have fallout, of course, as you can probably tell, falling all over my face. I don't care. I'm sure I'll be able to fix it in a moment. Just give me some time. Oh yeah, I'm very happy. You guys can't see this at all. It's so dark. And when I come up close, it looks ridiculous. I look really good, guys, I promise. I'm happy with it, at least, and that's all that matters. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with it. Just going to close that before I spill pigment everywhere. These JLo pots are actually gorgeous. I haven't used them in years. But they'll expire when I tell them to. I find this tool really helpful because I can actually blend with it as well. There's the... Nice. Okay. Next. Actually, there's still some fallout on my face. Let me just... Okay, I've brushed it around, but it's kind of just made my face have a little bit of like glitter here and there, which is not something I'm opposed to, actually. It looks kind of nice. I feel like this works well with my eye color even. This is all working out. Let's do some liner, I guess. I'm just going to set my whole face before I do liner and brows, just because, you know, I want to keep the work that I've got good. I'm just using the now viral L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. I bought this because, obviously, I'm a big fan of the Infallible range, as you can tell by the base products that I used. And then, after I bought this, I kept it in my drawer for a while because I was using some other setting sprays because I didn't want to use this one. Oh my god, I didn't want to breathe it in. Anyway, I didn't want to use this one while I was using up some other stuff first. But then, when I was getting this out, I was really enjoying it. I watched some videos and I was realizing, oh my god, everyone else is using this. It's a viral drugstore product at the moment, set to rival the popularity of the one size setting spray. So yeah, this is the one size setting spray dupe. I had no idea, but it is really good as a setting spray. I do recommend it. It's like hairspray for your face a bit, but you know, for a special occasion or a big event, sometimes that's what you need. Just touching up down here a little bit. Oh my gosh, I haven't worn like full face of makeup in ages. I'm kind of like, whoa, it's a lot of makeup, but It's fine. You guys can't see anything anyway, so let me just rotate you. This is how it's actually looking. Should I be doing this from like the direction of natural lighting instead, so you can actually see what is happening? I look glam, okay? It's working out, I promise. I'm just on the dark side. Oh. See, why is the camera making me so dark? It's fine, okay? It looks fine in real life anyway. Oh, you know what I forgot? Brow bone highlight. I would like some brow bone highlight. I'm going to use this brush again. I'm going to use a combination of these two shades from the KKW Beauty palette, and I'm just going to... I love how precise this brush is, because you can really like carve out the shape that you're after. Nice. Is the rest of the face there? My face feels kind of stiff now that I've sprayed the setting spray, but I kind of like it. Adding the brow bone highlight has added a little bit of an edge to my brow that I feel like professional people do that I don't usually get. I don't know, something about it's like created a fresh... It looks really harsh in this terrible lighting. In real life, it doesn't look as harsh, does it? I don't think so. No, I think it looks fine in real life, but now I'm paranoid, so I'm going to blend it a bit. Where's my brush? Just kind of using this as a general blending brush for my whole face at this point. It's probably not the best. I'm going to use this eyeliner. This is from Kate Tokyo. This is the super sharp eyeliner in the EX 3.0. I'm just going to draw a wing liner on each side. It's going to be a big wing because I love a big wing, and I'm dramatic like that. Something I will say about this, because it is a super sharp tip, like it's very precise, sometimes it's quite pokey. Like this is kind of a stiffer bristled liquid liner brush tip liner, and I feel like the tip is quite stiff and it kind of pokes me a bit compared to other brushes, but I do find that the stiffness also provides, you know, precision. So pros and cons, but there's one wing done with it. I'm happy with that wing. I think it looks good. It's been so long since I've been all like, you know, I feel like I just haven't been dressing up as much recently. Yeah, they're even enough. So what I do is I often draw the bottom line first to direct where the wing's going. Then I connect it to the actual lash line, and then I fill in from the front, drawing the line along the lash line to connect it with that wing. I think so. Just thickening this one up because it's a bit curved. And I like it, yeah, slightly straighter line. It's more satisfying to me. I think I'll do the same on the other side. It's just slightly curved and I like a slightly straighter line. There we go. And I'm just going to fill in the lash line a bit. You could also do this with a less precise brush, tip liner or a kohl liner or something, but this is what I've got in my hand and it's convenient, so I'm just going to keep going. And I find it lasts well through the night anyway, so it's not like it's going to impact my makeup negatively. There we go. Gosh, I just missed winged liner on myself. I feel like the actual lash line looks a little thinner on this side, so I'm going to thicken it up just at the front. I've gone too small. I feel satisfied with that. Yep, I'm satisfied. Okay, so that is my liner done. I'm going to do a little bit of mascara just to coat the lashes and a little bit of something. It's nothing crazy. It's just a bit of Maybelline Great Lash, which is kind of funny, honestly, because it's like a notoriously iconic mascara, but I feel like it does nothing. And I feel like a lot of people think the same. It's just very simple. But I just want to black out my lashes. I'll put on like lash strips later, but probably not on this video because it'll take too long. But yeah, imagine strip lashes. I don't want to do anything on my lower lash line with my lashes just because I feel like it will, I don't know, I like it to be a little bit cat-eyed, and too much on the lower lash line is going to take away the cat eye aspect. I feel like by putting a little bit of eyeshadow on the bottom lash line, it's already taken away from the cat eye a little bit. And, you know, it's something I'm open to these days. I don't know, it's something I find gives a little bit more glam, fills in the look a little bit, but usually I don't do anything on the bottom lash line just because, I don't know, I feel like it's more lifting if everything's on the top. That's the eyes. I have no eyebrows on, so let's draw some. I'm going to be using this one from Excel. This is the pencil and powder brush that I pen Dubuaki. This is all that I've got left in it. It's getting used up. Got this in Japan and I love it. And then the powder on this side is also really good. I don't even know what I'm going to do once this is used up because it's my favorite. I'm going to use powder through the front. I guess once it's used up, I'll have to repurchase it. I have other brow products though, but none of them are as blonde as this one, and I really like the lighter brow look, so either I can use them really sparsely or I'm gonna have to get some more blonde eyebrow products. Something tells me it's gonna be I get more blonde eyebrow products. Maybe I could just save them for a special occasion and try and get through some of my brunette ones. My brunette ones are like universal shades, so they do work with blonde hair still. It's just like I really like a light brow. I just feel like it looks most flattering on my skin, face shape, hair color. I don't know. My hair color changes anyway, so it's not like it's cohesive. I just think it goes with my style, honestly. It also has a spoolie on this side, which is good, so you can kind of manipulate your brows to go the direction you prefer. So I kind of filled in the main area with the brow powder and then did the more precise areas with the pencil, blending it together with the spoolie, and then I'm going into some areas with a bit more powder and pencil, depending on what I feel like is appropriate for that area. Oopsie. No, it rolled away. I'm not picking it up right now. It's Lada's problem. In real life, this looks quite even. On camera, I can see that it looks a little patchy there. I'm not sure why. Does this mean it's patchier in real life and I'm just not noticing it? I can't really... I don't think so. I think it might just be the way it looks. Maybe my brow hairs are a little darker in that area as well. It's probably that a bit. That's enough fiddling. I don't want to get too silly. Okay. Leaving the brows as is. Now, for lip, I feel like I should do one of like my go-to lip colors. This year I've really been into Pillow Talk for lips. I know that's so basic, but what can I say? It's the truth. So let's get into the Pillow Talk. I think I will look for, where is it? The Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. And then, wherever it is. Ooh, or should I do my KKW Beauty? This is actually my favorite lip liner of all time. The KKW Beauty one in the shade 1.5. Nothing contours my lips better than this. It's quite similar to the Charlotte Tilbury shade. It's just like the brown version of it. If that makes sense. It's one of those your lips but better kind of adjacent shades. Oh, I love this. I think this is such a tough choice. My hair is quite out there right now. This is more neutral, but the Charlotte Tilbury is more natural. I think I'm being called towards the Charlotte Tilbury tonight. I do love this and it's still my favorite, so I don't want to bag this out at all. But something about tonight is saying I should do the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I will use, wherever it is, I don't know where it is right now, the same Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick or gloss. I'm just going to apply the lip cheat with you guys and I'll give the vibes. So I curve out my Cupid's bow. I slightly overline the sides of my top lip, so going down. See how I curved the side there? So it's slightly overlined, but not too much more than is normal. And then I'm going to overline my bottom lip quite decently. See how the actual line, the color of my lip, and then there's the line of my lip. I'm going to use the lip liner on the line of my lip. Reconnecting. Hi YouTube, I'm back. Okay, so I stuck on some fake lashes. I did my lip. I haven't finished my lip actually. I'm gonna come back to that, but I'm just gonna brush my hair out. It's all tangly because I just left it in a ponytail at work and haven't brushed it since. So let me just brush it out a bit. I re-dyed it recently. So if you're wondering what color this is, it's Hot Pink from Manic Panic, layered over the remnants of my blue hair from previously. So most of the blue is washed out. So this is all hot pink, but you can still see some like purpley undertones in places. And that's because I have faded blue hair underneath this pink dye, so that's what's going on. So what I'm going to do is, you know how with the Dyson you're supposed to use it from wet? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wet my hair essentially with product and get the Dyson to dry that. I'm also going to have a big bump in my hair because of the way that I've tied it up, but that's fine. A little faded there, but oh well. It's not that faded. I really want intensely bright pink hair. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look really fun. So let me start off with a bit of dry shampoo in the roots. It's like I have a cone around my head. I want some volume, of course. This is day 2 hair, which apparently is best for styling anyway, usually with a hot tool. So it should be good. Put a little in the front. Oh, actually, should be enough. That's actually done a good job. This is the Soap and Glory dry shampoo. Oh, it's giving me some huge volume. Okay, so now that that is all done, I might take some through the back as well, just for some more volume. There's not that much left in this. I might just use it up. We'll see what happens, but I'm not going to be stingy with the dry shampoo because I want volume, volume, volume. Yeah, I'm going to use this up. Okay, well, here's my review of this because I'm not going to put it in my empties video at the end of the year. The Soap and Glory dry shampoo was really good. It did last quite a couple of uses, even though you could just watch me use it up. I've had it for a bit. I found it a nice scent. It's got the classic Soap and Glory scent. It's a decent dry shampoo for what it is. The price point is quite reasonable. I would repurchase this. I enjoy this dry shampoo, and that's the end of the dry shampoo. I'm going to put that in the bin now because it's all used up. Loved it. Loving the volume it gave me as well. See how it didn't like make a huge white patch in my hair? It looks really decent in the hair. I really actually rate the Soap and Glory dry shampoo. And it's giving me super duper volume. You can't really tell that I have that huge bump in my hair anymore from my ponytail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my hair with hair protector. Oops, wrong one. So this one is from Sunbum, which is just like a surf kind of hair brand. It's the brand that this shirt is from. So I'm going to spray my hair down with a lot of heat protector to essentially enough that it's a bit damp. And I know that's a lot, but I'm trying to Dyson my hair, and you know the Dyson prefers damp hair, so that's why I'm doing that. Just because it's a bit damp. And this is quite affordable anyway, so I'm not like, oh no, it's expensive and I'll use it up. It's fine if I use it up. Literally no issue at all. Spraying somewhere on my face because I feel like every time I use hair tools, I break the little ones around my hairline on my face because I feel like I'm not spraying them with enough heat protectant. Okay, that is a boatload of heat protectant. Oh, there's some more I could use here. I'm really trying to protect this amount of hair that I've got left. And you might be like, amount of hair you got left? You got heaps. I actually made my boyfriend cut my hair the other day, just like, you know, that much off the ends because it was so frail and damaged and scraggly at the ends. I'm trying to be better about hair care, which is why I'm just doing so much dry shampoo. I'm trying to be better about, not dry shampoo, heat protectant. I'm trying to be better about hair care and skincare. So now my hair is damp and it looks kind of scraggly, but that's okay. I'm going to give it a quick brush again. Where's that hairbrush? The hairbrush that I've been using is the Tangle Teaser. But yeah, all that dry shampoo is still in there, so it will voluminous itself back up in a bit. Now with the Dyson, oh, this is good as well because once it's damp, my hair goes pin straight, and so it's easy to brush out the bump from the ponytail. Just gonna brush the ends. See how my ends are nice and blunt again? Not that I have a particular preference, but it's because it's all recently snipped. Anyway, that's decent. I'm going to now grab from my Dyson kit heavy. Gonna grab this one, I reckon. The larger one or the skinny one? The skinny one. I feel like it's gonna be better for my curls. Oops, I almost forgot to close the Is it on my duo? Okay. So, I'm gonna grab my Dyson Airwrap. There is foundation powder on everything from the foundation that I used earlier, the powder foundation. Oops, it's not plugged in. Give me a sec. Gonna start with this side first because I don't know, I just start like that. Taking like less than a pencil size. And I'm gonna get curling. Nice. Next, and I'm just going to work my way through my hair like this. So if you want to see me do it, keep on watching, I guess. Take a big piece like that. I try not to take pieces thicker than a pencil because my friend told me that. And I think she's right. There we go. And I try and spread it across the barrel to get a bit more of an even blow. That wasn't so good. Let me do that one again. By spreading it across the barrel, not only the ends of my hair are getting dried, but the tops as well. There we go. And they don't all have to be perfect, you know. Giving myself a blowout, not a math quiz, whatever. Ooh, hot. There we go. Oh my gosh, I could never have done this with the curling wand. I'm so glad I have this Dubawacky. This one's going to be a bit more high up so that I can get some volume. So this is a piece from higher on the head. And because of that, I'm going to a bit like that. Then I'm going to scoop the whole thing off and let it fall. Nice. Oops. Let me do that bit again. It's not grabbing that bit of straight hair there. Might give that one a bit of a brush through and try again. Oh, it's so nice, honestly. My hair feels really soft after using the heat protector. Much better, I think. Yeah, that's cute. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm actually going to separate this into the top pieces and the bottom pieces. That way I can create better volume, hopefully. Oh my gosh, this is a small piece, but it's fine. Good. And then I'll do this one up here. I know my hair's got a little bit of a gradient because it's, you know, kind of combination of different colors that I've layered at this point, but it's mostly pink. But I don't mind the gradient. I think it's kind of fun. Adds a bit of dimension. It fades differently in different areas and gives it a bit of life. So yeah, I don't mind the dimension in the hair. Okay, got just this little bit to go. It looks so greasy when I haven't done it yet. Like it just looks like an oily bit of hair, but once it's styled, I feel like it looks much better. Like scraggly, slay. It looks so short though because I had a haircut recently. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I'm going to split this piece into two just because it's the front pieces of the hair and I really want these pieces to be quite perfect. So I'm going to split this one into one major piece and then I'll do kind of like the money pieces as their own. I don't like the way that was going, so I'm just going to redo again. Come on, there we go. I'm going to go from kind of an above angle just to give some height. There we go. Wiggling it off. There we go. And the last one, these little money pieces and the baby hairs. Any pieces that I don't like at the end, I can always go in and retouch up, but that's one side done. Oh, there's a straight bit, I can see it. It's a piece I must have missed. Let me get it. Oops, yeah, I definitely missed that. It's fine. I don't even know where that piece is going. Let's try again. Come on. Touch, touch, touch. If you guys have Dyson tips, I'm open to them. I'm still learning, you know, I'm not a pro. I'm just a man who loves their Dyson. Well, that wasn't the perfectest one, but oh well. Let me try again. Okay, that's one side done. Whew. It's hard work. I'm pretty satisfied with that though. Like honestly, that's some of the better hair I've done on myself ever. The Dyson does so much. Now I'm going to take those scraggly little back pieces. I'm going to make it one big croissant for now, just so that it kind of holds itself. Before it falls too much, I'm just going to give that side a quick spray This is the Extra Strong Hold Elnett Spray from L'Oreal. And I've kind of made them one big noodle, so, you know. I'll let that dry while I work on the other side. And when I do the other side, I'm wanting them to go that way, away from my face. So I switch the Dyson, and again, working from the back. These little short pieces, broken hair because my hair is too bleached. That's what they're from, if you're wondering. These bits are so scraggly looking. Oh my goodness. I feel like my hairlines, like baby hairs, look so scraggly recently. It's fine. It all comes together in the end. I just have a bit of broken hair going on. It's a bit of a bigger piece, but I feel like I can get away with it. Ooh, there we go. The big noodle. It's so easy to see which piece is straight because my hair is so straight. Why are these bits of the back so short? It's fine, it's fine. Oh gosh, I feel like my hair is terrible quality as of late. All the coloring, man. There we go. Last little bits. So I'm going to make that is a separate section, those money pieces at the front, and then I'll make this just one larger section. Or this could be two, honestly. I'll do one up there, one down here. This is like a scraggle section. Oh well. curling my baby hairs, whatever. And then all these straight bits, I don't even know where they're coming from. Oh, whatever, let's just curl those two. I just missed them. Okay, these can come over here. No more straight bits over there. So let's turn this into 2 sections and then that'll be it for the curling portion. So that's one section and that's another. Nice, we're getting there. Oh my god, I've shorted it out because I've made it too hot. Whoopsie. No, I have one more money piece. Okay, while I let that cool off for a bit, let me figure out what I'm doing with this one. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And the volume is back now that it's dry. Yeah, I'll just make that into one big noodle, but I'm pretty happy with the way that looks. I need to curl this singular piece. Here we go, I'm back. There we go. I got there in the end. Now I'm going to put this all into one big noodle. I love the way the volume is coming out. Oh, there's some more back here. There we go. I kind of want to curl these little short bits again one more time. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to use that same L'Oreal Elnet. This is totally like L'Oreal Infallible, but for your hair. Like, let's be real. And we all know it too. While we're here, just gonna do a little zhuzhing. But you can pretty much imagine that this will look a little wider when it's done. It'll come apart a bit more like this. Could even give it a bit of a brush just to soften those curls a bit. Nice. Just to improve the look of the curls, I am going to use a little bit of, this is the Kerastase Ultimate Elixir kind of hair oil. Just a clump of that on each side. So I'll do the same thing on this side in a second. I'm just putting that through my hands and just like running that through the entire thing. At the top, this will just give shine, hopefully protect the hair a little bit, make it last a little longer. Once I've finished messing with that, I might go in with the Dyson just to touch up the front pieces a little bit because these will fall most quickly. And then that'll be it, I hope. There we go. I'll just zhuzh a couple more pieces over here. Grabbing any straight pieces that I think are falling out just a little bit, just to make sure they stay up after all that. Hopefully they last. The real challenge of the Dyson is getting the curls to last, honestly. Like, that's looking pretty decent. Okay, now I'll work on this side. This is pretty much dry. Brush it through. I actually still have some oil on my hands, so I'm just going to use that instead of getting out a whole other pump. And then I'll just do a bit of Dysoning to touch up this side as well. Should be it. Ooh, my hair came out really good actually. Guys, I'm getting better at hair. This is so exciting. Who would have thought? Me, a hater of doing my own hair, not hating my own hair. Wow, I'm a changed woman. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bigger piece because that wasn't the smartest choice there. Take this whole piece like that. And we're going for volume. I kind of don't like the way the ends of this are looking, so I'm just going over it again. I feel like they look a little heat protectant-y for what I'm wanting. Softer there, yeah. Okay, let me flip it over and see what we got. Volume with the dry shampoo, hopefully helping us out. I feel like this side is still a little crunchier than the other, but hey, what can you do? Just get a quick brush and see what we got. Can that little piece not? Maybe it can't. Maybe it just has to be like that. Okay, this is my completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. I'm so happy with the way my hair came out. I think that's the biggest change for me. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you spending your time here with me today. I'm going to put on some lip gloss and go get dressed. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.